Hey guys, welcome to the clubhouse. I'm Billy Jackson. This is my cat Tack, and today we're going to be reviewing Marvel's Avengers Infinity War. I have been waiting for this movie, I feel like, my entire life. I'm telling you, this is my favorite of all the Marvel movies. This is pretty much, right now, I know I'm on a Avengers Infinity War high, so I may be saying this, I need to see it about 50 more times to make a final decision, but as of right now, it is my absolute favorite comic book movie of all time. And I mean that. I love this movie. I could watch this movie over and over and over again. And I'll tell you why I say that. I love all comic book movies. Duh. You know, I mean, I like the lore, you know, and the storytelling in a comic book is unlike any other, and you know, you can't explain it to somebody that's just not into that kind of thing, and understandably so, not everybody is, but I have been, and I love this lore. And when the MCU started up, you know, it was just real exciting for me. And this movie, Infinity War, is a culmination of 18 prior movies coming up to this movie right now. Then you'll have Avengers 4 next year, which will wrap up a 22 movie story arc, and it's never been done. This is unprecedented. This movie has already broken records. It's $258 million opening weekend. Right now, as of today, $800 million before a week's out, and it's for good reason, because the Marvel Cinematic Universe knows what they're doing, and this movie proves it. Now, I will tell you this. Of course, this video is going to be a non-spoiler, so you don't have to worry about me telling you anything, and I will be doing my spoiler review video right after this. Right after I film this, I will do my spoilers. So I might have the same shirt on, but hey, live with it. It's my Marvel shirt, and it's my favorite Marvel shirt, so that's why I'm wearing it for these videos. But anyway, that being said, there are movies you must see before you see this movie, because if you just try to walk into this movie fresh and, oh, Infinity War, what's that, and walk into this movie, you are not going to really understand what's going on, because this movie is nothing but a bunch of third acts put together. There is no first act, second act, third act. It's third act, third act, third act. I mean, it's action-packed scenes from the first 5 seconds to the last 5 seconds, and it's emotionally impactful, at least when you start to get to know Thanos, who is the main villain of the story. And if you're new to my channel or new to Infinity War altogether, you know, it's basically about this cosmic villain named Thanos, who has this gauntlet that he can put these infinity gems in that control all of reality, pretty much. And his plan is to use this glove to snap his finger and destroy half the universe, okay, to balance out the universe. And when you see this movie and the development of Thanos, I mean, it was mind-blowing to me. I mean, they have developed other villains, like Loki, I thought was a great villain in their stories, you know, and stuff like that, but some of their villains really haven't been that well done or fleshed out for me. But in one movie, you get this villain that, and I even told Ridgely about this, that he was like Darth Vader to me. When I first went into the theater and saw this, that's how I felt. I felt intimidated by him. I mean, because he just straight wrecked shop the whole entire movie. There's no stopping him. And that's how I feel about Darth Vader being my favorite villain of all time. And that's probably why, because Empire Strikes Back is my favorite movie of all time, this felt like Empire Strikes Back to me, and you'll know what I mean when you see the movie. And saying that, that's why it's easy for me to say this is my favorite comic book movie of all time. It's action-packed scenes. Just, I mean, it's just battle scene after a couple of introductions to battle scene to a couple of introductions and battle scene. I felt like my hair was being blown back in the theater, and I was just like, oh my God. I mean, because it was just throwing all this greatness at me, and I couldn't believe it. I cannot wait to see it again, and hopefully we're going to go see it this weekend. I'm excited about it. I hope we do, because I want her to see it, and it deserves to be seen in the theater. This is the first movie that has, in history, that has ever been shot in IMAX from beginning to end. A lot of movies have done, you know, certain scenes in IMAX, and which make it relevant to go see it in IMAX. this movie needs to be seen in IMAX. And I understand it's a little bit pricey, and if you don't want to get into all that, don't, but it is an experience. This movie is an experience, especially if you know the movies. Now, all that being said, but if you can't, go to the dollar theater. Go see, you got to see this on the big screen. It's made for the big screen, and I implore you, if you like these type movies, you like action, you like adventure, and you like 27 heroes that have been introduced through 18 films all coming together. I mean, not at one time, it jumps around, and that's kind of one of the problems I had with the movie, was that it just, it goes from this battle scene, and then as soon as that scene, we cut to another set piece, where another set of heroes are having another battle scene. Then it'll go to another set of heroes that are having another battle scene, and it just jumps around. If you close your eyes, if you get up and go to the bathroom during this film, you will miss something. Guarantee it, you will miss something. Every line in this movie, every line of Thanos. I mean, I don't know all his lines now. I'm having trouble remembering them all, but he has some impressive lines. I mean, that's why he reminds me of Darth Vader, because Darth Vader has some of the most impressive lines in cinematic history. But anyway, I'm starting to ramble, and this video is going to get kind of long, and I apologize for that, but I do want to set you up for this movie. You do not have to see all 18 movies before you go and see Infinity War. What you must see is the first Iron Man, the first Thor, the first Captain America, the first Avenger, the first Avengers movie, Avengers Age of Ultron, Civil War, Captain America Civil War, Doctor Strange, and Guardians of the Galaxy. You must see those movies before. Now, you can see Black Panther, because Black Panther pretty much takes place right before this, but it really has nothing to do with Infinity Stones or anything like that. So that's why I say you don't have to see Black Panther. But I do suggest you see Black Panther, because it's an awesome movie, and I love that movie as well. But you don't have to see it to see Infinity War. That being said, those movies I listed off, definitely you need to watch those, unless you just want to throw yourself into like a whirlpool of craziness and these characters, because they don't develop any of the heroes. Spoiler, it doesn't develop any heroes in this movie. Thanos is the only character. They developed one character in this movie, and it was Thanos, and it was brilliant. Every shot. I mean, there's one scene that I did not like in this movie, and I could tell you the scene without spoiling it for you. Peter Dinklage, from Game of Thrones, his character, not his character from Game of Thrones, but Peter Dinklage, the actor, is in this movie, and when you see his role, I'm just letting you know, that's the only problem I have with this movie. And that being said, I still give this movie a 10 out of 10, despite my one little flaw. So that being said, guys, stay tuned for my spoiler alert, because it will be a long video. It'll be my longest video, because I'm going to talk about everything in this movie. It might be an hour long. Y'all might not want to watch it, but that's why I'm trying to just give you this little quick snippet of Infinity War. Go out to the theater, go see it. If you're a fan of the Marvel movies, you are getting all your payoff. It's all coming to a head, and you're going to love it. I promise you. You're going to walk out of this movie stunned. So, if you've seen Infinity War and you want to leave some comments below, please do not leave any spoilers. Don't let anybody know. And if you do, please, put in big letters spoilers if you talk about the movie in the comments. But please, I want your reaction on this movie. Let me know what you thought about seeing this movie. Are you excited to see this movie? Let me know in the comments below, guys. This movie will be talked about for this movie is making history. So put it in your brains, get the experience, and go and see it. But that being said, guys, please like my videos and subscribe to my channel. And as always, remember to make yourself happy every day. And the only way to do that is to remember the only thing stopping you is you stopping. Bam!